All right, so here we are. Welcome to our live stream. We got a couple of things going on just in case you're wondering, but today we're going to talk about the difference between a baritone ukulele and a guitar, and there's a really good reason why we're going to have this video today. I am Terry Carter, ukelikethepros. I'm actually sitting on a balcony overlooking the ocean down there in Maui, and excited to be here with you all. What am I hearing something here? All right, so what we have here is we have our typical baritone Q&A that we do every few weeks, and we are streaming this one to YouTube for you. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm muted there. And since I'm in Maui, I was only able to travel with two instruments: a ukulele and a guitar. And so what I figured to do, instead of canceling our baritone Q&A that we do, is that I wanted to do something special and different, be creative. That's the biggest thing, is be creative. So what I decided to do is bring my Nova Go. I have two of these. Actually, my kids have two of them, a black one and a pink one. The pink one Enya gave to me, and then my son wanted the black one. So I decided to bring this with me. And again, instead of canceling our Q&A, let's do a live and talk about the differences between the baritone ukulele and the guitar. And that's what we're going to do today. So I want to welcome all my platinum members at ukelikethepros.com. They're here on the Zoom call with me. I'm just going to give a shout out to them real quick. Chuck, just so you know, Chuck is always in the #1 spot. No, I'm take that back. Dennis, sometimes you're in the #1 spot. So Chuck and Dennis, they always battle it out for that #1 spot. So thank you, both Chuck and Dennis, for always being here early and being here. Sandy's here. Greg, it's good to see Greg, Terry, Bambi, Arthur, Brenda, Donna. Donna's rocking a ukelikethepros baritone there. Oh, yeah. Patty, I got some very good news. Exciting news I'm going to share with you all in just a second. Maria's here, still on summer vacation. Stephen, Luis, Alan, Mark, Elaine, and then some people just listening: Joel, Mike, Joanne, and Kevin. Oh, a few more here. Ken, Joy, my team is here, and Bill. So anyway, welcome to that, and thank you all again for being not only platinum members, but you guys, all the support you guys give us at the store, on the blog, and everywhere else. So appreciate it. Now, if you're on YouTube, thanks for being here. Make sure you throw something into the chat if you're on YouTube, because I can't see you, but I want to know you're here. So Rebecca, Paul, Mauro, this tree, throw something in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if you got a baritone, if you got a guitar, whatever you got. So we're going to talk about the differences between a baritone ukulele and a guitar. And but I want to get to some exciting news. All right, some really, really exciting news. I've been traveling a lot lately, and I feel like a normal human being today. That I've been traveling to Florida a lot. I've been traveled to Alabama recently, and traveled to Maui. Matter of fact, my last 36 hours, besides what happened today, was a red-eye flight to Alabama. I was only in Alabama for like 6 hours, and then a fly home to San Diego, and then the next morning wake up and fly to Maui. So it's been a whirlwind, but I feel good today. Now, I'm going to share with you some exciting news. It's not actually officially signed, but the contract is going to be sent to me tonight, and the rep did come to our store, and we had a Zoom call with him because I was, of course, not there in San Diego. But we are going to be a Martin dealer. So it's been something I've been working on for 3 weeks. This is not the official announcement, but I will do a video on it. But this is an unofficial announcement. You guys get to hear it first. We are going to become a Martin dealer. I'm going to get the contract tonight. And we will be officially being able to start selling Martin stuff, mainly ukuleles and accessories, some guitars, And then as everything grows, we'll start selling more of the Martin guitars. But we're going to focus on ukuleles, of course, because we're the ukulele. I'm the ukulele king. And we were missing Martin. That's plain and simple. And so we're excited to have them board. And as a matter of fact, they're going to get us some stuff for the Yukon Festival, which is coming up in 30 days from today. So today is July 27th. In 30 days from now, San Diego, California, live events, the Yukon Festival is going to be happening both in person and virtual. We have over 200 tickets sold already. And I want to see you there. ukelikethepros.com/Yukon. Get your tickets, come in person. I know flights are expensive. I know hotels are expensive. I know everything's expensive, but do it anyways. Just come anyways. What the heck? What the heck? Do it anyways. Come out to San Diego. Spend a day with me and all the great artists we have. Matter of fact, Martin, I was showing them the flyer today. Our Martin rep, and they were really excited. He actually took one to sorry, I'm outside, so there's motorcycles and wind and all that stuff, but it's such a gorgeous view from here. But he took one of our flyers. Daniel Ho, Larry Mitchell, Bernadette teaches music, Chris Fujigami, Aldrin Guerrero, Danny Usero, Jiggy with Biggie, Victoria Vox, Anthony Stanley, Timothy Cruz, Terry Carter, Abby Lyons, Kiahi, Martin, Ohana, Kala, ukelikethepros, Joe and Kristen Souza from Kanalea, the owners are coming out. Pepe Romero's coming out. So food trucks, vendors, beer and wine. Actually, it might actually be a full bar as well. So we're gonna have a great time. So anyway, ukelikethepros.com/Yukon. Is that in the chat? Okay, I don't see my team here dumping this in the chat. There it is. Okay. Good. Also, I want you to stick around because at the end of this, I'm gonna have a little special for you. I'm gonna have a little special for everybody here at our store. And also, we're gonna have something free for you guys here in just a second. All right. So grab your instrument. It's funny because we're 3 hours behind San Diego down here. So we're 6 hours behind Eastern time. We're 3 hours behind San Diego. So a little bit different getting used to that. By the way, this guitar that I travel with, this Enya Go guitar, which is really easy to travel with. It fit in the overhead bins really, really well. It's all carbon fiber, steel strings. It didn't even go out of tune. The whole flight over from San Diego here, including a layover, it didn't go out of tune at all. So anyway, that's what I'll be using today. I don't have a baritone with me. That's why I want to do this video today, which is what's the difference between a baritone ukulele and a guitar? All right, so let's talk about that. I'll have some handouts for you. At least we'll put it up on the screen for you as well. So who can tell me what is similar about the tuning? And you can put this in the chat. What is similar about the tuning between the baritone ukulele and a guitar? And you'll see why I travel with a guitar, because it can cover so much stuff. So what is the difference? I want to know, who knows this? What is the similarities or the differences in the tuning between the baritone ukulele and the guitar? Excuse me. All right, let me know. All right, yep. Rebecca says she loves Abby, Martin, Brand, and Bernadette. Of course, they're all amazing. All right, it's good to see you. All right, so I want to know the difference. I know my platinum members better know this. All right, look at the chat is blowing up. I love it. My new thing is I'm in Kihei. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I'm in Kihei. Matter of fact, let me show you my view from up here. It's going to be a little blurred out. There you go. So there's my view. Checking in up here on the 5th floor of our place here in Kihei. So this is a place we always stay. So if you follow me for a while, or every time I'm in Maui, this is where we stay, and this is the balcony that I do all our lanai. They call it the lanai, Lanai officially. All right, so the answer to the question is, what is the similarities between a guitar tuning, which I have here, and a baritone? So the guitar tuning is an E to E tuning. You want to start from we'll start from the first string. E, B, G, D, A, and E. So E to E meaning E here and E there. Okay, different than a guitarlele, which is A to A tuning. Now, what the similarities are, which is nice, and this is why I brought the guitar today, is because all you have to do is take strings what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's your baritone, right? E, B, G, and D. So there's your baritone. Take out these two strings completely, and there's your baritone right there. So I guess that the baritone ukulele could be a gateway to the guitar if you're interested in playing the guitar, or vice versa. If maybe you're a guitar player who still likes to play guitar but wants to try a ukulele, baritone's a little bit bigger than a normal ukulele, but it has the tuning of a guitar. So a lot of your chord shapes will be exactly the same, right? On the guitar. And a baritone ukulele, of course, the guitar is going to have 2 extra strings. All right, so what I can do today is I can just play this guitar like a baritone if I just simply don't play these 2 strings. And if I was Keith Richards, I would just take these 2 strings off, I guess. That's how he would roll. He would just take these 2 strings off, and then you have a baritone, right? So if I take these 2 strings off, you have a baritone ukulele right there again, E, B, G, and D. So that means your chord here, which is normally a D on the baritone, is also a D on the guitar. Right? So all these chords, here's your G on the baritone. And on the guitar, whoa, really windy today. I apologize. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me move this off. Notebook. So let me just do this so it's sitting flat on the table. Maybe that'd be a little less windy. All right. So G. Now the nice thing about the guitar, if you have one, boom, you can add those fuller chords when you get to those strings. All right. But if not, you're just playing baritone today, you're right there. All right. So we're going to do some playing today, by the way, as well. Let me see these messages here. Good. I got the tuning thing. Yeah, Terry says he keeps his Enya carbon fiber. By the way, they make ukuleles this size, and this is the guitar size. There's no pickup on it, but it does have a sound hole. And these are steel strings. Great to eavesdrop. These things are, I'm not going to say indestructible, but they're pretty tough. They handle the weather well. They handle traveling well. They're light as well, and they actually sound well. If I play the right chord, pretty well as well. Okay. Yeah, Maria says if you have bad hands that make the guitar a little bit tough, boom, you got the baritone. All right. Let me check here on YouTube here real quick. And by the way, if you like what we do here, by the way, and you want to get more into baritone or the guitar, we do that both for all our members at ukelikethepros for all our guitar stuff, baritone stuff, Guitarlele, and then rock like the pros for our guitar stuff. All right, so now I'm looking at the YouTube comments. Terry says, but the length of the different Terry, but the length of the neck is shorter. Yeah, so guitar, that's a great point. So there's another difference. Right, so the guitar has 6 strings, baritone has 4, but the tuning's the same, at least for the first 4 strings. A baritone, typically, what is the scale length? Another question for you. What is a typical scale length of a baritone? And that doesn't matter if it's the Uke Like the Pros baritone that we did, which some of you are playing, the solid spruce top baritone, or a Kanalea baritone, one of my favorite baritones in the world, a Kamaka baritone, a Kala baritone, a Ohana baritone. What is the scale length? And by the way, when I say scale length, this is how I measure it. There's a different trick the luthiers use, but this is how I measure it. from the inside of the saddle, inside, so where the strings touch the saddle right here, so the bridge, the saddle, to, now this one's a little different because this one has a 0 fret, right? That's called the 0 fret. If anybody does not know that, that's called the 0 fret, meaning instead of just having the nut, it actually has a fret right before the nut. And this is actually where the strings actually come in contact. So it's going to be the inside of this 0 fret. If you don't have a 0 fret, it'd be the inside of the nut. So that's what I'm talking about scaling. You measure from the inside of the nut, or in this case, the 0 fret, to the inside of the saddle. Okay, so on a baritone, what should that be? Let me see your answers. Okay. All right, I'm not quite seeing the answers yet. Close, good answers though. All right, that's good. I'm gonna hold that one, Mark. All right, so I'm waiting on the answers. We just put it in the chat. That's one of the free things we're giving away to you today. Free 7 picking patterns for the baritone. Okay, that's a free thing that we're giving you. Videos, handouts, and all that stuff. So there's a link right there. It's in the chat. ukelikethepros.com/patterns. Anybody can go get that for free. That's one of our special gifts for you today. 7 picking patterns for the baritone. Okay, so if you have a baritone, you want to do that. All right, let me check our members here. Let me check the platinum members. What did you say? All right, so really, and it's good. I guess it's a good question to ask. I thought this was more common knowledge, but let's just simplify it. Most baritones are 20 inches. Okay, so you get your ruler out. You measure from the inside of the saddle to the inside of the nut, or in this case, the 0 fret, and it's going to be 20 inches. That's the number to remember. Sometimes it's a hair bigger, sometimes it's a hair shorter, but you want to go with 20 inches. Okay, doesn't mean certain instruments aren't 19 inches. Somebody said 19 inches. So the Kala super tenor, also called the XL, those are 19 inches. The Guitarlele makes a super tenor that's 19 inches, right? But typically a baritone ukulele is going to be 20 inches, while most guitars, full-size guitars, are going to be around, this is a harder one to say because so many guitars are so many different scale lengths. Again, that's the inches here, the scale length. I'm going to say around 23 inches and above. Okay, around 23 inches and above. Could be 25 inches, could be 25 and 7/8, could be a little different. There's a lot of variety in the guitar scale length, depending on if it's what the size of it is, what company it is. But for the baritone, I want you to remember this. Roughly 20 inches is a great scale length on average. Again, on average across all of it. All right. On average. Okay, good. I'm just checking the chat. Yeah, Chuck 26, 24 to 26. He's talking guitar there. Donna 19. Yeah. So really think 20. All right, that's the number I want you to say. I can't tell you how many review videos I've done, and I'm sure some of you have seen my review videos. Sorry about this. This notebook is flapping against my computer. Some of you have seen my review videos, but I measure a lot. There's a little bird right here. Sometimes that bird, they go in the house here. I've measured a lot of instruments, a lot of baritones, a lot of ukuleles, a lot of guitars, and 20 inches is about where it sits for a baritone. Okay. I didn't bring a pick. I traveled here and I didn't bring a pick, so I'm gonna have to go see some of the local music shops here in Maui and go say hi to them and grab some picks. All right, good. And again, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank all my platinum members. I want to thank all my YouTube subscribers. We're up to 137,000 YouTube subscribers. Without you guys, this doesn't possible. I'm not here without you guys. I'm here for you. Instead of being on the beach right now, I wanted to make sure we didn't miss our baritone Q&A. So I wanted to be here for you guys to do this. Okay. Plus, it's a lot of fun. All right. So let's do this. Let's do something. Let's do some playing. All right. Let's do some playing. I'm going to put something that we've been working on the last few weeks up on the screen here. And and I'm going to show you what we can do. How do we play this? And then how do we transfer it from the baritone ukulele to the guitar? Okay, so this chart I'm going to put on here is all right. That's that scale. Okay, I want to do something a little different. Hold on. Let me do something here. Oh, Elaine, don't feel. We have plenty of time here at the beach. It's actually a little windy. If you know much about Kihei in particular, the mornings are the best for the beach because the wind always picks up in the afternoon. Always picks up in the afternoon, and then it usually dies down a little bit by like around the sunset time. All right, so that what I was going to open up, it wasn't quite what I wanted. This is what I want to put up here for you. Okay, this is what I want right here. I'm going to put something on the screen. Okay, and I want to show you how I can take this, what I'm about to show you. All right, good. All right, this is going to be a scale. I want to start with the scale for us today. And then we'll jump on this. Okay. Okay, so this is not wanting me to, hold on. Hold on, this is, I've had some computer issues lately. My kids spilled water on my laptop, which I took to Apple. And the guy was like, I'm telling you a little story here because I'm giving access to Zoom here. To share my screen. And the guy was like, do you have Apple Care? And I was like, I don't have Apple Care. I usually don't pay for the extra coverage. And he was looking, I think I'm good to go now. And he was looking at my account. He was like, okay, well, without Apple Care, it's going to be $1,500 to fix your computer. Which, man, I think I paid about that, or $2,000 for it. And then he's looking like, oh, he's like, you do have Apple Care. And it expires in like 8 months. But if you use your Apple Care, it's only going to be like $300 to fix your computer. And we're going to basically redo all the insides of it. So anyway, I'll have a new computer soon. I'm using one of my old one. So hopefully it's working out all right. But I do have access now. So let's check this out. All right. So this is a scale in E. All right. And there's a reason why I'm starting with this one today, guys, because I know we've been working on the minor blues. And I'll play stuff both using the first 4 strings and all 6, and you can hear the difference between the baritone and the guitar. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to start with this scale. This is the baritone blues scale in E. And the reason why I want to start with this one is I want to show you it's a great key for a guitar. All right. And baritone and guitar. All right, so I'm going to start. This is baritone. All right, so I'm not even going to use these top 2 strings. I'm going to start right here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. I'll play this scale. Let me see. Can I make it a hair bigger? Let me see. That might have. Can you see everything on it? Give me a thumbs up if you can see everything. Or is it too? Move it up. Good. Okay. There you go. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Dennis. All right, so here's your blues scale in E. I'm going to play it for you first. All right, so that's in the baritone. We'll play it together slowly, and then I'll play it for you on the guitar. All right, so here we go. Let's read the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. I don't think I went to that low note, but you could. All right, so there's a scale. Again, I'm not practice this if this is something you don't have down. Hopefully you can read the tab and get it. All right, we'll play it one more time together. And then I want to play it on the guitar, and I'll show you how it can change a little bit. All right, so all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. All right, so that's what's on the screen. Give me a scale on how you did on that, by the way, 1 to 5. How you did on that. Both here in the chat and also up on YouTube. Throw that in there. All right, where'd my YouTube thing go? There it is. Okay, good. All right, hey, Rebecca, okay. Okay. All right, thanks, Mark. Mark was checking some stuff out. All right, so that was on the baritone. Let me play it for you just because we're here live. Once you get the scale down, of course, you can screw around with it and improvise and. All right, now, if I do that on the guitar, check out what's going to happen here. All right, notice what happens is you get that extra, those 2 extra strings that are going to give you a little bit more of a low end, a little bit of a bigger range on it as well. And it's great for, this is a great key for the baritone, it's a great key for the guitar, because these chords, whether you're playing a guitar chord or a baritone chord, like the E7 chord, E7 or E7 on the baritone, it's such a great key. All right, such a great key for the guitar and for the baritone. All right. All right, great to see you all. Great to see you all. Okay. Now, let's move it. Let's do it a step further. So hopefully you understand that, right? Baritone, again, strings 1 through 4. Guitar just adds 2 strings, which is the A string and the E string. It's going to give you a little bit of a fuller sound, a little bit of an extended range. All right, now, let's talk about chords. All right, so let's talk about chords. Last time in our Q&A, we worked on a song called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. At least it was a song that we warmed up on. So let's take it. And this, again, this is written in baritone. All right, this is written in baritone. We also did The Thrill Is Gone, it looks like. Well, let me open this up here. All right, this is baritone, all right? And I want to play this on the baritone, and I want to play this on the guitar. So I'll play both. Yeah, and Elaine just answered that E is such a great key on these instruments because you have the open E string, right? Both on the 6th string, big squelch, thing, and the first string, and that's why E is great for the guitar and the baritone, but the key of A is great on the ukulele. All right. Well, A is actually really good on the baritone and the guitar too, but for the ukulele, A is a great key. All right, now let's take our chords here. All right, and by the way, I'm going to throw this in the chat for you all Platinum members here. Okay, so what we just did here. So here's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You guys have this anyways. It's in the download section. All right, so there's that. Let me know if you're enjoying this at all, getting some value out of it. Throw a little. My new emoji I like is a fire emoji. So throw some fire in the chat for me. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that as well. If you're enjoying this, getting some value, or just enjoy being here, hanging out with us today, throw a little fire in the chat. Let me see where that is. Fire on the chat. Boom, right there. All right, there's my fire. Okay. I'm going to throw that. Okay, so I just put Boulevard of Broken Dreams in the chat. And then I will put what we just did to that blues scale, which again, you guys have, but I'll put it in here again right there. There's your blues scale right there in the chat. All right. So let's take a Boulevard of Broken Dreams. What's up, Douglas? Good to see you. All right. Yeah, getting stuff from my Dropbox from one computer and making sure it's all on this computer is a little bit hard. Yeah. We're also having some work done here on the store. Hold on, let me actually. So we have a plumber here getting some work done. So hold on 1 second. All right. So let me put this on the screen for you. Check it out real quick. All right. So here's Boulevard of Broken Dreams for the baritone ukulele. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hold on 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. So this again is for baritone ukulele. I'm going to do this on baritone first, and then we will do it on the guitar so you can see it. All right. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I muted myself. Sorry. We have a plumber here. There's a fire. There's a fire. Oh, Greg did another emoji. I'm not sure what it was. All right. All right, so here we go. E minor. I'm going to play it just like, oh, fire. Okay. G, D, and the A chord. All right, again, I'm even though I'm holding the guitar, I'm just going to play the bottom 4 strings on the baritone here. So. Let's sing a little bit of it, okay? We'll sing just a little bit of it right now. All right, and then we'll here we go. 1, 2 on the baritone only, and I'll walk a lonely road. Sorry, again. 3, 4. My bad, wrong chord. 1. I'll walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me. I walk alone. I'll walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. All right, we'll stop right there. We'll stop right there. Now, That was just an intro and a verse. Now what I'm going to do, Greg did the fireman. All right. I didn't even like do anything with my hair today. I just got out of the ocean earlier today from surfing. All right, so how are we doing on that so far? Where are we at? We should be good. I'm hoping we're good. Again, we're just kind of learning because I'm going to now do the same thing on the, there's a fire. There's a fire. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the guitar, and you can still play along on the baritone. And I want to see how the difference sounds now. All right, so I should have this file for the guitar. That's our Rock Like the Pros stuff, which I think we have a Q&A next week for that. So that's part of the reason why I brought my guitar. So, all right, so let me see if I have this file here. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I know it's definitely somewhere. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it here. All right, so anyway, I'll put the same chart up since most of them are here for baritone. I'll just play it with the guitar. So what's that gonna sound like? E minor here versus E minor there. G versus guitar G. D, that will sound the same. And then the A chord versus the A chord. All right, so it's I'll put it on the screen here for a second. Let me put it back on. Here we go. E minor. Matter of fact, let me move this up. I want to get to the chorus here, because I do want to look at the power chord that happens at the end. I want to talk about that. 1, 2, 3, intro. I walk these empty streets on the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one. I walk alone. Baritone chords now. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edges where I walk alone. I walk alone, guitar, I walk alone. We're going to the chorus. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's the only one that walks beside. Now baritone. My lonely heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there would find. Here we go. Till then I walk alone. And all right, we'll stop right there. Now, you should have heard a pretty big difference in the sound, even if you were playing. And what did you notice when I went from the baritone E minor to the guitar E minor? Or the baritone G, the guitar G. The D is the same. Baritone A, guitar A. Has that one extra bass note there. Okay. Yeah, it should be fuller sound. It's probably gonna be louder. You're gonna perceive it as being louder. I mean, these have metal strings in it too, so they're gonna be louder. But yeah, more depth, more bass. Right? So you're gonna hear a little bit of difference. But again, the tuning is the same, so you can use the same chord shapes. But if you're a baritone player and you want to play guitar, you're not far away from that. You're not far away from that. Matter of fact, these particular ones, which we do have on our store, by the way, in a bunch of different colors. So loud here. These don't feel like a normal guitar. Okay, these feel really easy because they're thin. The neck's not that big. It's not that big of an instrument in general, so it's actually pretty easy to play. Or if you're a guitar player, where's my guitar players at, that still love the guitar, maybe have some issues, hand issues, shoulder issues, arthritis issues. I hear that a lot. You can step down to the baritone and still feel like you're playing your guitar stuff, but in more of an easier instrument to grab and play. All right. All right, good. All right, let me just check in real quick with this. And again, I appreciate you all being here. UConn Festival 27th of today is the 27th of July. The festival is August 27th. So we were getting close to that ukulele festival. Okay, so Angela asked, can you put nylon strings on this? So you could. These are bridge pickups. Bridge ed pins. These are meant for steel strings with the ball ends. So you could put it, you just have to tie a knot on it and put it on there. Typically, you definitely don't want to go the other way. So you definitely don't want to put steel strings on a nylon string guitar because it's braced differently inside. And you've seen those bridges sometimes how they pop off. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, typically you can go from steel strings to nylon. But nylon string guitars, steel string guitars are braced differently for the appropriate string. So, it's going to sound a little bit different, but you could. Yeah, they don't make this in a nylon string guitar as of right now. All right, so that was a song idea that we did. Now I'm going to do one more thing here for us. The other thing we were working on our baritone Q&A was the thrill is gone. Okay, the great slow blues. And I'm going to show you how cool it sounds with the guitar. Yeah, Mark asked, would the nut slot need to be, when he says nut slot, he's talking about this, would mean to be for a nylon string guitar. I don't think so. It could need to be, mainly, but I would always just try, because sometimes it works perfectly. Sometimes you need to get a nut file and just file them just a little bit to loosen up that just a little bit. All right, so the other thing we've been working on is this minor blues, The Thrill Is Gone. And I want to play it for you on the baritone and on the guitar so you can hear the difference. Thank you all for being here again. I know it's a little different scenery, little external noises going on here. But again, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we were able to get this in. All right, so I'm going to play it again on the baritone, just what you see on the screen. And the rhythm I'm using here, grab your B minor. I traveled here. I have no picks. I'm just so ashamed as a guitar player. But I do have a quarter. So if I need to play, I do have a quarter. If you could guess the year of this quarter, I'll send you this quarter. You need to guess the year of this quarter. All right, and I do have a special for you guys here in just a few minutes on that we're doing up on the store for you, just for being here today. This just is a one little something for you in case you want to take advantage of it over on the store. But I'll give you that in a second. All right, so the B minor, the strum pattern is down, up, mute, up, down. E minor. Same chord, but above 7th fret, and B minor. G7. F sharp 7, B minor. more time. G7. All right, now, let me do this exact thing. By the way, how did you do on that? How did you do on that? Oh, look at you. Oh, the date's coming in. You guys are actually not that far off. Not that far off. Yeah, so here at ukelikethepros, we always just do a 1 to scale 5 for everything. So you can't get below a 1 and you can't get above a 5. All right, so you guys are all close. No one got the date yet of this quarter yet. Yeah, thanks, Candace. Yeah, we All right, so let's do the same thing now. I'm going to do it on the guitar. Let me show you when I'm doing this. I can do the full B minor here. So instead of this, I can do it here. I could also make this a 7th chord. B minor 7 gives you a little bit more of a jazzy sound. E minor 7 up here, or on the baritone. That still sounds cool though. You're just getting that bass note root. It really makes a big difference on this G7 and the F sharp 7. All right, now I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen and then, but I'll play it this time with the guitar chords. Here we go. All right, hopefully you can see all that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. And threw something at you there. Little F sharp augmented chord. All right, so now what do you notice I was doing? But you can kind of do this on the baritone too, but because you have this guitar is giving you the roots so low, you can do this stuff like adding these bass lines. And then you can do this waka. What was that? There it is. All right. So that, I think I have a chart like that. Joel is asking if that's in the chart. I think I have a guitar chart that has that stuff in it. or very similar. I think that's in my Rock Like the Pros second book, the intermediate book. Let me see how easy I can access it. That might be the question. I don't know if I can find it that quick with, let me see what this is. Okay. So yeah, I just have the chords. I don't have, I have that walk up somewhere. So Joel is asking about the little, yeah, I think that's in the intermediate Rock Like the Pros book, which, oh shoot, I have to send those out to a college. Yikes, been forgetting to do that. All right. Anyway. All right. So today, like I said, besides doing a little playing, had a little fun. It was hopefully a creative way for me to not have my baritone with me, but still be able to do a lesson with us today on the differences between the baritone ukulele, not the baritone guitar. It's a different instrument. Not the baritone ukulele like Romero's Creations, but the baritone ukulele and a regular guitar. And as you can see, there's a lot of similarities to them as far as what you can do. The keys are the same. The chord shapes are based off the same shapes. They're just a little bit simpler on the baritone ukulele because you only have 4 strings, and they can get a little fuller on the guitar. And then the guitar does give you some extra options with some of those bass lines as well. So anyway, I do appreciate you being here. We do have a couple of things here for you, and I'm going to end the YouTube thing here in a second, and we'll go back to the Q&A here. So anyway, you do have the 7 picking patterns that we put in there, and then just like literally just for if anybody was in the market for a baritone or a guitar, and we're doing this just today. So if you watch this video in like 2 weeks, the offers won't be there. But we're just going to give you a little 5% off at the store off any baritone ukulele, or the guitars that we carry. Okay, so the Guild guitars or whatever. So we have a collection here for you. It's just been put in the chat for you. If you want, that's just something, again, just something a little special for you today only, just for being here and hanging out. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. I'm going to end the YouTube here now. If there's anything else, but by the way, nobody got this, but this quarter was 1998. 1998 was the quarter. If you need anything from me or from my team, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can reach us on social media. You can email us. You can text us. You can call us. We have live chat on our sites as well. So anything we can do to help you out, just let us know. And thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support, helping us get to all the subscribers we have and everything else. I'm going to end this right here and go over to the other thing. So you all hang out. Take care. Appreciate you being here, and we will see you next time. All right. So that's ended. All right. So now